Okay, I'm going to start. Okay, question number 1. All right, so you have a table here, guys, showing you the breakdown of the students who are found sitting in the library. Okay, you are selecting 2 students at random. Okay, so what's the probability that one of them is a boy and another one is a girl? Okay, now I just want to remind you that when it comes to probability, do consider the possible cases or the favorable cases in this case. So when you want one boy, one girl, should it only be first one boy, second one girl, or are there other cases as well? Okay, so so do consider carefully. All right. Hi, those of you who just joined us, welcome to our Kahoot. We are having a Kahoot session. Okay, we're actually revising on 2 topics, probability as well as set notation. Okay, so 5 questions on probability, 5 questions on set notation, and we want to help you guys prepare for your WA1. Okay, hi, you can still join us. This is the first game. Okay, there are 10 questions altogether with 1 bonus question at the end. Okay, so as I was saying just now, do consider other possible cases as well. It's not just first boy, second girl. You must also consider another case. There are actually 2 possible cases here. To get one boy and one girl. Emil, is that the true answer, or are you trying to throw off your friends? Okay, wow, most of you got this right. Well done. Okay, how many of you are secondary school students, by the way? Can you guys type in the chat? If you're a secondary school student and you are a Sec 4 student, can you just type in the chat to tell me? Yeah. Okay, thank you for liking the live. Who's a early educator? Okay. All right, so let's take a look at how we do this, guys. So, let's look at the leaderboard first. Okay, at the moment now we have Polite Oryx as there's a tire at the top between Polite Oryx and Rockstar. All right, so wow, and there's Diligent Mouse is like, super close. I think just the first game. All right, so hi, those of you who just joined us, we are conducting a Kahoot on 2 topics: probability and set notation. The side quest is to get this $10 popular voucher. Okay, so it seems like it's super close right now. So let's see how this is done. Okay, now to do this question, right, guys, so we basically add up all the number of boys. They're all together 21 boys and 24 girls. Okay, which means that the total number of students at that library is 45. Okay, now so to find the probability of one boy and one girl, there are 2 possible scenarios. The first one, okay, because when it comes to probability, always look at it as first pick and second pick. Okay, so look at it as first pick and second pick. So for the first possible scenario is that I will pick a boy first, followed by the second one is then going to be a girl. Okay, then there's also another possibility of picking a girl first, then a boy. So what we do with these 2 possibilities is that because it's either boy and girl or girl and boy, right? Remember, in probability, when you have an or, you add. When it's an and, you multiply. So between boy and girl, you multiply. Between the 2 separate scenarios, boy and girl, girl and boy, we will add, because it's either this case or this case. All right, so that's how we get our answer to be 28 over 55. All okay? All right, so ready for the next question, guys? Okay, so I'm going to question number 2. By the way, there are only 10 questions. There are not many questions this week. All right, only 10 questions, 10 real questions. 1 question at the end is just an interesting one. Okay, yeah, so let's move on to the second question. Okay, second question. You have the same context as, again, you have the same number of students there. Okay, and are you guys able to see the new question on your phone or on your screen? You're still seeing the same, the previous screen, is it? Oh, you see the new question, nice. Okay, Ken. I don't know why on my screen I'm seeing the old the previous page. Okay, so in this question here, you want to find the probability that the students are girls and one of them is a sec 3. So you are looking at one sec 3 girl and another girl who is not sec 3. Okay, so we are looking at we are looking at choosing two students. One is a sec 3 girl and the other one is not a sec 3 girl. You can't see the question, Dila. You're seeing the previous screen, right? Same issue. Okay, yeah. So never mind. You guys can still see from your device that you're using your Kahoot, right? So just try the questions first using the Kahoot, and then we'll see how from there. Okay, so yeah, look at this carefully, guys. So as remember, I was telling you that you do have to consider multiple possible scenarios. So yeah, all right. Wow, quite a lot of you got this correct. Well done, well done. Wow, only 3 of you got this wrong. Okay, this is nice. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Any changes to the leaderboard? Okay, now we have a different. Okay, Meerkat seems familiar. Okay, Swift Meerkat. Hi. So you are first right now, followed by Speedy Yak. Okay, and it's still very close because it's just 2 games. Now let's take a look at how this is done. Okay, so how this is done, right, is that okay, so because you want to have one girl that is from sec 3 and another girl that is not from sec 3. Okay, so I labeled it like that in my solutions. S3G means sec 3 girl. Okay, OG means other girl. Okay, not original gangster, but OG means other girl. Okay, that means you're looking at either a sec 4 or sec 5 girl. Okay, so there are 2 possible cases here to consider, guys. One is when you have the sec 3 girl first. I choose sec 3 girl first, followed by my second choice of another girl from either sec 4 or sec 5. Okay, so I will group them as one group. Okay, so then there's also another possibility of yeah, I'm aware I'm disconnected. My friend is trying to reconnect it, help to me to reconnect. So I'm nice. Okay, so we're able to reconnect right now. Thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, so these are the 2 cases, guys. One is the first one is when you choose a sec 3 girl first, followed by another girl. Okay, the other scenario is when you choose the other girl first, followed by the sec 3 girl. All right, and be careful here, guys. There's another thing that you need to consider is the fact that because when you're choosing the first sec 3 girl, right, the total number of girls now, or rather the total number of students now becomes 44. All right, which is why you see that in the second fraction, in both cases, I put there 18 over 44, no longer 45. So this is something that you guys have to be careful. Okay. All right. All good. Now you all can see the screen, right? Okay, hopefully it doesn't happen again. I don't know what's wrong with the thing today. All right, moving on to the third question. Okay, this is the third question on probability still. Let's take a look at the third question. Okay, hi, those of you who just joined us, I'm Coach Hakim from MasterMaths, and we are doing Kahoot right now. We're at our third question, okay, on probability. So now you have a box containing numbers 1 to 8. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way until 8. And this one here is drawn with replacement, means that after you take, we're going to put that card back in, okay? And we are going to pick up the cards, continue picking up the cards until you get a number 8. All right, so we are going to continue to pick these cards until you stop, right, at the moment where you choose an 8. So that's where you stop choosing. Okay, I think this one's straightforward, right? So probability of choosing the card is 1 out of 8. Okay, let's look at the leaderboard first. Speedy Yak. Okay, so he's trying to live up to his name, trying to speedy and accurate. So I think Speedy Yak is speedy and accurate, so that's why he got a lot of points. So let's take a look at how this is done. Okay, so that's me listing down all the 8 possible numbers there, and to choose a number that is not 8. Okay, it's basically 7 out of 8. So you can choose any of the other 7 numbers. So 7 of those 8 numbers are favorable. Okay, so I think this one is quite clear, quite straightforward. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, the fourth question is the second last probability question. Let's take a look at the next one. Oh, nice. Hearts, you're second. That's good. You have a chance to go first. Okay, next question, guys. Question number 4. You have this. Okay, so same context as the previous one, the 8 cards. Now you're asked to find the probability that it will take exactly n number of draws to obtain an 8. Okay, give your answer in terms of n. Now this is a bit tricky. That's why I give you a little bit more time. Okay. Okay, probably what you can do here is replace n with a number. If you find that it's a little bit overwhelming, right, to look at it with that unknown n, replace that n with a number and then see how it goes from there. Okay, probably let n be 5 and then see what's going to happen. And then replace your 5 back with n. Excuse me. Hi, Snazzy Smile. Thank you for the follow. Okay, you won't regret it. Yeah, we always have live streams from Monday to Wednesday, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. I cannot imagine, Dila. I did POA though. I didn't do any accounting at the tertiary level. Real life usage of probability. Oh, Wong's, what are you referring to? Okay, yeah. So the answer is actually the first one. Okay, let me explain to you why. Okay, now let's look at the leaderboard first. Wow, so volatile. Everyone is getting, oh dear. I think the screen thingy is happening again. Okay, never mind. I'll just explain to you the answer. All right. Now, same thing. Can you just stay in the room? Okay, so I'll get my friend to help me out. Okay, let's take a look at how this is done. Okay, so when you are required to get n draws to get the number 8, right? This means that the first n minus 1 draws. Okay, that means all the previous draws before the nth draw, you will actually get something that is not 8. Yeah. So because of that, all right, we are going to take 7 over 8, multiply it with other factors of 7 over 8, and there will be altogether be n minus 1 of them. So that is why you see that the answer, right, is 7 over 8 raised to the power of n minus 1. Okay, because there are n minus 1 factors of 7 over 8. Okay, now only the last number is an 8, right? And the probability of getting an 8 is 1 out of 8. So that's how we arrive to this answer here. Now this is actually more on a challenging question, and quite a number of you were able to get it right. Okay, so like I said, the leaderboard is very volatile right now because every time we look at it, it changes quite quickly. Okay, give me a moment now before we actually look at the next question. So yeah. Okay, yeah, my colleague, my friend here is trying to actually adjust the screen. Oh, I'm in CNY mode. Yes, we do Venn diagram, Kaylin. Yeah, you're going to see I think if I remember correctly, if my memory doesn't fail me, you'll see that in question 10, the very last math question. Let me just reconnect one more time to see whether now it works. Okay, I can't wait for our last question on probability before we move on to set notation. But it seems like there's a technical error. I don't know why today. Yes, we do AMF. We teach AMF as well, Kaylin, but not over TikTok. We do it in our classrooms. Yeah. So if you like to know more about what subjects we offer, right? Okay, basically for secondary school, it's just E.Maths and A-Math. All right. For primary school, we do offer English, science, and math as well. All right. So you can actually go to our website, mastermaths.com.sg, and then yeah, look at what the subjects that we offer there. At the end of the lesson later, I'll be sharing with you the QR code in case you're interested to actually come for our free trial lessons. Yeah, you can actually join us if you want. The trial session is free, so you can actually give it a try and see whether it suits you lah. So if I mean, there's no obligation. If you realize that the lesson is not meant for you, then you don't have to join. Okay, but chances are you will enjoy your lessons with us. We have four locations. Tampines, we have Farrer Park, we have Woodlands, and we also have Jurong East. Yeah, depending on where you're staying. Yeah. Okay, Ken? Okay, guys, back to the question just now. So you guys okay with this? Are you able to see the solutions now? Can understand, can make sense of the solutions that I shared with you just now? Okay. I teach at Woodlands and Jurong East. Yes. Yes, we have Sec 2, all levels. Sec 1 to Sec 5, as well as P1 to P6. Okay, let's take a look at the fifth question, guys. All right, so this one is a double point question because it's quite challenging. The context is the same as the previous two. Okay, can you guys take a look? Okay, you have the 8 numbers there just now. And what happens is, the question is a bit different. Find the probability that it will take at least n number of draws to obtain an 8, giving your answer in terms of n. Hi Star, which level are you at? Are you a primary school student or a secondary school student? Hi Emil. Emil, you're primary, right? Yeah. I'm not qualified to teach at accounting because I only did accounting at at O levels. Yeah, POA. Oh, Star is Sec 2. I see. Nice, nice. I'll show you the link later, Star. So you just stay throughout the whole session. Later at about 8:50, 8:55, I'll show you. Can? Okay. By the way, guys, there are 2 points. This is a double point question. We are good. Yeah, it's really challenging. So I want you guys to spend time on it. I think it's more important to get it right than to actually go for the speed because this is a 2 marks question. Okay. Okay, you have 39 seconds left. Okay, those of you who just joined us, hi, I'm Coach Hakim from MasterMaths. Okay, we still have another half of the game to go. Okay, we still have another 5 to 6 questions to go, and the game pin is 3570402. Okay, so for those of you who just joined us, you can actually still join the Kahoot game. We are actually going to, after this is the last probability question. After this, we are moving on to statistics. Okay. I've forgotten my POA stuff, and the syllabus has changed, Dila. Okay, most of you actually gave the answer as the first. Oh, okay. Let me explain to you why is this different. Okay, wow, Elated Falcon managed to. This is the first time we've seen somebody keep their position, right? So well done, Falcon. Okay, keep flying high. Okay. Yeah. Now, let me explain to you what this means. Now, for us to have at least n draws to obtain an 8, this means, right, that the first n minus 1 draws, that means before the nth draw, right, are basically numbers that are not 8, because the game will only stop when you draw an 8. So if you are looking at the case of, what question says, find the probability that it will take at least n draws to draw an 8, right? This means that what is certain is that for the first n minus 1 draws, there will not be any 8 at all. This is certain, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply. What's the probability of not getting an 8, as we saw in the question number 3, right? The probability is 7 over 8. So now you have n minus 1 factors of 7 over 8 multiply with each other. So to simplify this becomes 7 over 8 to the power of n minus 1. Yeah. Okay, so this is how we go about doing this. We actually look at what is certain at the back. All right, because if you want to consider at least n draws, n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3, there will be too many cases to consider. So this is the case where we will just look at focus on the back. That will be this will be a little bit different from what we were doing just now. Okay, hi. Okay, so before I move on, guys, okay, the numbers are getting a little bit low. Can you guys spam the like button? Because we got another half of the game to go and we will be doing set notation. So can you guys, I'm going to pause the game for a moment. Can you guys spam the like button and share the live? Thank you so much, Star. We appreciate you liking the live. Okay, can you also share the live, guys? Hi, those of you who just joined us, I'm Coach Hakim. We are halfway through our Kahoot game. We've completed the probability questions. Now we are moving on to the set notation questions. So let's look at the next question, guys. Okay, those of you who want to join us, this is the 6th question. There are 4 more questions after this. Thank you, Ikan Bilis, for sharing. Yes, I recommend you to do A-Math. Yeah, A-Math is actually very doable. Okay, yeah, so if you are considering to do A-Math, E-Math is compulsory for all students. A-Math is, I think it depends on the school that you're in though. Some schools also make it compulsory for the students to do A-Math. All right, but if you are okay with math, you should consider doing A-Math. It's slightly tougher, but not much tougher. Yeah, doable. Okay, most of my students are able to get at least a B, okay, for A-Math. Yeah, so it's, and we have a lot of students getting A's as well. So it's really doable to ace your A-Math. Okay, so we're going on to the next. This is the next question, is set notation, guys. All right, so I think this is not that difficult. Okay, we are. What you need to do is to solve or simplify the inequality 4x more than or equals to 23. I think this one also the Sec 2 students can do, right? Because this is introduced in Sec 2. Okay, and then once you've solved the inequality, then look at the universal set and see what are the elements that would be inside the set B. Or the first symbol is what we call the universal set. It represents it's a notation that we use for this thing called the universal set. The universal set is the universe for that particular questions. Okay, so all your elements must come from that universal set for that particular question. Okay, so the answer is actually just 5. Okay, let me explain to you how this is done. Falcon is still keeping his position. Oh, but there's another falcon. Okay, flying, okay, trying to catch up with the earlier falcon, the elated falcon. Okay, let's see which falcon will win now, or maybe another animal will take over. Okay, so for this question here, all right, now the universal set basically tells us that we are looking at numbers from 1 to 14, right? More than 0, strictly more than 0 means 0 is not included. So we're looking at numbers from 1 to 14. Now, factors of 12 between 1 to 14 will just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Now, if you were to simplify the inequality, right, or solve the inequality, you are going to get x more than or equals to 5.75. So we're looking at elements 6, 7, all the way until 14 to be in the set B. Okay? Yeah. So just now somebody, Star was asking, right? Hi, Shauki. All right. Yeah, just now somebody was asking about the universal set. Notice that we stop at 14 because 6 to 14 are numbers, like 15 would also be more than 5.75, right? But why don't we include 15? Is because 15 is not from the universal set. You can only use numbers from the universal set. Okay, hope you guys can understand about the universal set. So when you're looking at this set here, right? A complement means outside of A, intersect means N, and B complement means outside of B. We are just looking at that one element 5 because to fulfill this condition, you must fulfill both conditions because it's an N. You must be outside of A and at the same time outside of B. All right, so the 5 is the only element that is outside of these two sets. You don't find it in A, you don't find it in B. So that's why 5 is the only answer for this question. Okay, Ken? All right, let's take a look at the next one. So we are into the last 4 set notation questions. So moving on to question 7. Yeah, this one you haven't done. This one you only learn in Sec 4. So that's why it's an O-level topic. Yeah. Okay, you can give a try. There's a 25% chance of getting it right. Okay, now this asking for same context, guys, same bigger problem, but the question now is asking for the number of elements in the set A union B. All right, that means you're looking at elements that are inside A or inside B. Okay, union translates to an or. Thanks, Sean, for liking the live. Okay, if you can share this with your friends, that will be even better. Okay, but really appreciate. Thank you so much. No, I don't remember. Sorry. Correction of error. What's that? I was in secondary school many years ago, Dila. So I would have forgotten my POA stuff because that was 24 years ago. Yeah, that's how old I am. Okay, so yep, answer is correct. You have 13 elements there. Let me explain to you how this is done. Oh, okay, we got a new Falcon, the champion Falcon, living up to his name. Okay, champion Falcon. Okay, but let's see whether he can stay there for long. Okay, so let's take a look at how this is done, guys. Okay, I'm going to show you two ways to do this. Now, the first way is to basically list everything down. Okay, so union, right? Union translates to an or. When you have a union, when it's or, you don't have to fulfill both conditions. As long it's inside A, you can accept them because it fulfills the first condition. As long as it's inside B, you can accept them because it fulfills the second condition. You don't have to fulfill both conditions because it's not like an intersection. Intersection is an and, that one requires you to fulfill both conditions. But if it's a union, it's an or. As long as one of the conditions is met, then you can include them. Okay, so we list down 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 because they come from A. Then 7 all the way to 14 comes from B. Right, which is why all these elements are listed, and you have 13 elements altogether. Okay. Now, another way to look at it, right, guys, is that this set that we want, A union B, and remember the answer from the previous part, we only had one element there, right? That was actually A complement intersect B complement, which is actually the same as A union B complement. So what I'm trying to say is that this A union B and the previous set that we were looking at just now in question 6, they are actually complementary sets. So if just now got 13 elements, if just now got one element, right? Then since the universal set has 14 elements, this one must have 13 because they will all add up to 14. Okay, that's another way to look at it as well. All right, ready for the next question, guys? Okay. Okay, next one. Okay, you have black grapes in the set B, green grapes in the set G, sweet grapes in the set S, and seedless grapes in the set L. Now, they want you to actually form a set notation to express this statement. All seedless grapes are sweet, but not all sweet grapes are seedless. Okay, all seedless grapes are sweet, but not all sweet grapes are seedless. Now, I give you a clue, guys. To do this, right, you would probably want to focus your attention on the two things because seedless refers to the L, right? So consider just this set L and the set S because these are the two sets that is in focus at the moment. Okay, two sets only, L and S. Now, what you want to do is you would want to draw your Venn diagram. Okay, but don't have to draw the other circles. You just draw the two circles. Okay, the L, one circle for L and one circle for S. Okay, try to visualize based on the description given. How would you draw the two circles, the Venn diagram for L and S? You can ignore the rest, lah. You don't have to include the rest. Just draw two circles, one for L, one for S, and based on the description that all seedless grapes are sweet, but not all sweet grapes are seedless, this would give you an idea of how to draw the circles. Now, from the circles that you've drawn from the Venn diagram, right, then you ask yourself which one of these set notation best describes what you see in the Venn diagram. Oh, that is an empty set. That is called a phi, Dila. Okay, so what you see in the green one, right, that circle with a slash, it's called phi, it's some Greek letter. it's used to represent a set that is empty, okay, whereby there's no elements inside that set. We call it an empty set or a null set. Okay. Wow, most of you got this right. That's good. Okay, I think I'm not sure whether you use my advice. Oh, okay. Okay, so Falcon has been displaced. Now we have cheerful stock. Okay, with her or his cheerful Reese, maybe he's taking over everything. Okay, so let's take a look, guys. So yeah, this was the Venn diagram that I was talking about. Because when they say that all seedless grapes are sweet, okay, the L, right, would be inside the set S, and they also mentioned that not all sweet grapes are seedless, meaning that you should find other elements in the set S that is not inside L. So in terms of the Venn diagram for S and L, you actually have this, where L is inside S. Okay, so this means that you have L as a proper subset of S. Okay, because the elements of L are also found inside S, and the set L is a smaller set. So we say that L is a proper subset of S. Okay, you guys understood this one? All right, so drawing the Venn diagram really helps. Okay, so this is a strategy that you can use for this kind of questions. Okay, the next one is going to be quite similar but a bit different. Okay, ready for the next one? Yes, that symbol is a subset. It's not a C, it's a subset. Proper subset, actually. Now the same thing, but you want to express this statement: no green grapes are seedless. Okay, so again, draw the two circles. One for, now they're talking about green grapes, right? So one for the set G, another one for the set L, because these are our two focus for this particular question. This is for Sec 5 O-level students, Kion. Yeah. So which level are you from, Kion? Just curious. Okay, hi guys. Those of you who just arrived, I'm Coach Hakim from MasterMaths. We're actually towards the end of our live stream. We have 10 questions. Today we're going to play 10 questions. We're going to have only 10 questions. It's actually meant for the O-level students today. So every Monday is just for the O-level students who are preparing. And in view that you guys are preparing for your WA1, right? Today's topic is on set notation as well as probability. All right. When you see the equal bar with a slash, it means that it's not equals to. Tuesday is P6 where with Coach Shahira. Wednesday is P5 with Coach Mo. Yes. Sec 1, we don't have a live stream at the moment. If you want, you can join our classes though, Kion. I'll be sharing later. I'll share with you the details on how you can join our free trial. Okay, you don't have to. You can just come into the class and then enjoy the class, and then you see how. If you enjoy it, you can join us in the long run. Okay, so let's take. Wow, most of you got this right. Good job, good job. Okay, let's take a look at how the leaderboard. Oh, the stock is very aggressive. So cheerful, but at the same time aggressive in keeping its stance or its position at the top. Okay, now if you look at this question here, guys, if we were to draw the two circles, okay, they will actually not be intersecting. They will not be overlapping. Okay, why? Because it says that no green grapes are seedless. You don't have elements that are common. For them to be connecting or for them to have an overlap, there must be common elements. And because they say that no green grapes are seedless, it tells us that there are no common elements. Therefore, they are what we call disjoint sets. Okay, I repeat myself. They are what we call disjoint sets. Okay, sets that do not overlap. There's no intersection. So due to the fact that they don't intersect, therefore we say that the intersection is an empty set because no intersection. Okay, the intersection of G and L is just an empty set, a null set. Okay. We may be having our Sec 2. You mean the regular tuition? You can actually go to our website. I don't remember the details because there's a lot. We run a lot of classes. You can actually go into our website to check. Later, I'll give you the details in a while. Okay. Yeah, we got 2 more questions to go. Last math question, guys. Question 11 is not a math question. So just now somebody was talking about Venn diagram, right? So this is a Venn diagram question. Can you guys take a look at this one? Okay, we're thinking of doing a Sec 2 live, but we have not started on it yet. So give us some time, okay? But yeah, we'll try. If there's a demand, we will proceed with a Sec 2 live. Hi, those of you who just joined us, I'm Coach Hakim from MasterMaths. Today we're doing a free live stream for our Sec 4 students. We're doing a revision in view of their WA1, right? The upcoming WA1. So we're helping students to prepare for your WA1. So we are doing two topics today, set notation and Venn diagram. Set notation as well as probability. Okay, we are into our last question actually. Sec 4 and Sec 5 is the same. So today's one is for Sec 4 and Sec 5 O-level students. Yeah. Okay, so which one of these actually shows the correct shade? Which is the correct shading, guys? Do you go with red, blue, yellow, or green? Hi, Panda Pao, see you again. Hi, Jay. Hi, those of you who just joined us, I'm Coach Hakim from MasterMaths. This is our last Kahoot question. No, second last actually, but the last one is not a math question lah. Okay, last one is just for entertainment purposes. Okay, or it's just a social, I don't know what you want to call it. Thank you so much, Sour Plum Sugarcane. That's my favorite drink as well. Okay, yeah, the answer is the red one. Now, it looks very complicated, but actually you just end up shading the red one. Okay, let me explain to you why. But before that, let's look at let's look at the leaderboard. Wow, cheerful stop. Okay, so actually, yeah. Oh, Polite Oryx is back. Okay, yeah, but cheerful stock is in first place. And actually, I forgot to mention, you guys, that was actually the last question with points. The last question, the next question that I'm going to share with you, right, has no points. Because yeah, you understand why when I actually share with you lah. Okay. All right. Now let's take a look at this one here, guys. So I actually shaded two times, one with pink and one with green. Okay. So because of the fact that you have A union and then that bracket, right? Okay, union translates to an or. Okay, now in math, when you have or, it means, or rather in set notation, when you have or, we are looking at, you don't have to fulfill both conditions. As long as one of the conditions is met, you can actually shade it. You can actually accept it into this set. Okay, so the fact that you have inside A is the first condition, right? I actually shaded A in pink. So that was my first shading. Okay, I shaded the A in pink because it fulfills the condition of being inside A. Okay, now then I proceeded to actually move on to the next set, the one in the brackets. Now let's focus our attention on the ones in the brackets. It says there B complement intersect A. So if you translate into simple English, B complement means outside of B, intersection means and, A means inside A. So we are looking at elements that are outside of B and inside of A, which means that if I were to shade this using the green one, right, I'm actually shading this part here. So you notice the green part. The green part basically is the part whereby it's outside of B and at the same time it's inside of A. Yellow and green Panda Pao, I forgot the which one was it, so I'm so sorry I can't answer your question. Yeah, okay, yeah, but you guys understand the green one, that it corresponds with outside of B and inside of A. Yeah, so you realize that there's an overlap, so you basically just end up shading just your region A as just your region A only. Okay, because the green one kinds of overlaps with the pink one, and there's no additional part to shade. Okay, so just remember that union translates to an or. When you see or A or B, right, you are looking at, as long as they fulfill one of the conditions, is fine. But for intersection, we're looking at and. That one, both conditions must be met before you can accept them to be a member, to shade them or to accept them as an element of that set. Okay. Okay, so this is the last math question. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, the next question before we move on to that question, right, is basically something that we've been talking about as a nation. So if you read the papers, if you go into social media, even in TikTok, there's a lot of people talking about this. So let me ask you this question. Okay, did you guys see the question? Oh no. Okay, the question, okay, those of you who don't see it on the screen, right, the question is asking, must we shower in the morning? Okay, I'm having the... Okay, 5 people answered already. Wow, these people very confident. They actually know what. I think they are. It's in their routine. Too sharp. Okay, for this one, hold on, guys. Let me just retry to connect it again. Oh dear. Hold on, Okay. So the last question is actually just trying to add humor and to entertain you guys. All right. So most of you say yes. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Because okay, previously I was honestly when I was a secondary school teacher. Okay, back when I was in MOE, right? Okay. Honestly, one of the things that I really don't look forward to, right, is when to go into a class that has just completed their PE lessons. Because after all their activity, right, wow, the whole classroom, even before arriving to the classroom, right, there's already you can actually smell the students. Okay, so yeah, so I mean it's subjective. Okay, some of you might choose to disagree that it's a must to shower in the morning, but I mean for everyone's sake, right, go and please shower in the morning lah. Okay, unless you have like certain considerations, like if you have eczema probably, and then you can't get into contact with water very frequently, right? Maybe for your case it's an exception, but for most of us, please shower. Okay. All right. So this one has no points. Whether you choose yes or no, you don't get any points. It's just otherwise it'd be otherwise it'd be unfair lah. Okay. So let's look at the podium. Okay. At number 3 we have elated falcon or used to. Okay. At number 2 we have diplomat giraffe. Good job. Okay. And at number 1, let's see who's at number 1. Okay. We have cheerful stock. Okay. Well done, guys. Okay, now can the winner, right, cheerful stock, can you take a screenshot of this podium standing first, because we will need proof and evidence that you are cheerful stock lah. So take a screenshot of this podium standing. Okay, so congratulations cheerful stock. Okay, you deserve your $10 popular voucher. Okay, now for those of you who didn't win this, like I said, it's okay. The big idea is to actually revise and recap on your 2 topics, right? Your probability as well as your set notation. So I hope you guys actually learn something from this revision session. Yeah, I hope you guys do well, excel at your WA1. Okay, so but we have to give incentives lah for you guys to actually participate in the Kahoot. So congratulations, cheerful stock. You deserve your voucher. Okay, but cheerful stock, you hold on for a moment. I will need you to actually scan this. Give me a moment. Okay. Can you scan the QR code here, cheerful stock? I'll leave it there for a moment for you to actually share with us your address, because we will be posting to you by mail. All right. So you'll be getting it in the next few days. All right. Yeah. So please scan the QR code here so that you're able to input your details. Okay. So that we can actually share with you. Firespace is so easy. Which one is so easy? Or all the questions are so easy? Or kind bear is your 5th place. No worries, spend up. You should stay throughout the whole session. Probably you win it lah. Yeah. Okay, Ken. Cheerful stock, have you input your details? You want to declare who you are? Don't be shy. Just who are you? Cheerful stock, you there? Have you okay, now can I get you, so just now some of you were asking us about our classroom lessons, right? Union means or, banana head. Union means or. So if you are looking at A union B, you are looking at elements that are inside of A or inside of B, which means that as long as they fulfill one of the conditions, right, you can accept them into the set. Union is, yeah, either A or B. So as long as you fulfill one of the conditions, it's fine. If you are inside of A only, you can accept them in the union set. Or if it's inside of B only, you can also accept them in the union set. Or maybe that's why you're thinking of union means together. Yeah, that's the English, but in math we look at it as it translates to an or more precisely. Yeah, so for union is or, intersection is and. Sure, give me a moment, because just now some of you were asking about our classes, right? So for those of you who are interested to actually sign up for our classes, okay, we're actually giving out a free trial. Okay, only one session, a free trial session. Okay, to anyone who is interested. So let me just, I think that I'm blocking the QR code. I'm floating above the QR code, which isn't a good thing. Okay, so let me just bring the QR code a little bit down. You can actually go to our web page directly, mastermaths.com.sg, or you can just scan that QR code. Okay, so do consider coming for our trial session. It's a no obligation situation. Okay, you can just come. If you don't like the lessons, it's okay. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay for it. It's completely free. But of course, if you like the lesson, you can actually sign up with us. Okay, so one advantage about joining our class is that all our lessons are recorded. So which means that, you know, if and after the lesson, the link to the recording is actually sent to your parents and to you. So if let's say you want to do a revision on the particular topic that was taught maybe like 1 or 2 months ago, you can just go back to the link and rewatch the lesson. Yeah, so that's one thing that I really like about our center lah. We actually record all our lessons. Okay, and if let's say you are not able to make it, let's say you fall sick, you can just watch you can choose to do a makeup if you want. But if you're really not sick and you're busy, right, to do makeups, because we've had cases whereby students are so busy, the schedule is so packed, they don't have time to go into another slot. Then what we do is you can just watch the video recording. Okay, yeah. So just to share with you guys also that tomorrow we are doing a live session with our Coach Shahira is doing a live session with the P6 students, and Coach Mo will be doing a live session with our P5 students. Yeah, so look out for Coach Mo and Coach Shahira in the next 2 days. Okay. Oh, Faiz, you are the one, is it? You are the winner, is it? Okay. Yeah, so this is the QR code, Faiz. Yeah. Are you our student, Faiz, or? Yeah, tomorrow you have to join tomorrow, Panda Pao. If you don't join tomorrow, the live stream will not happen. That's how important you are. Is it this one, Faiz? Or you're referring to the podium finishing, is it? Don't know whether still can see or not. Still can. I didn't say much. I give clues only. Next Monday there will be a live. Yeah, if I'm well, yeah, there will be live. If there's no live on Monday, means I'm either unalive or I'm not well. Yeah, so there will be live next week. Okay, you got it, Faiz? Faiz, which school are you from? And are you our current student? Okay. Just now somebody wanted to ask something. Are you still there? About union and intersection? Somebody was asking about union and intersection. Oh yeah, Banana Head is still there. Okay, come. I share with you what a little bit about union and intersection. Okay. I give you a very simple example, Banana Head. Calling you Banana Head is a bit weird. What should I call you? Can I address you by at least by your first name or your surname? Banana. Okay. Okay. Who wants to be called a banana? But never mind. Okay, I'll respect that. Okay, now let's say you have two sets here, set A and set B. A contain elements 1, 2, 3. B contain elements 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now when you are looking at A union B, right? Okay, as I was sharing with the class just now, okay, as I was sharing with in the live stream just now, A I will normally translate this into simple English because set notation is actually math language. Okay, so doing a simple translation would actually help most students. So A would I normally translate as inside A, union is an or. So intersection is an and. We look at that later. But union is translated to become an or, whereas B is inside B. Okay, so to list down the elements of A union B, I'm looking at elements that fulfill either one of these two conditions. The first condition is that it must be inside A, right? The second condition is that it must be inside B. So I'm looking at, as long as they fulfill one of the conditions, right, you can bring them into this set. They are elements of this set. So one, okay, I'm gonna go one by one. So one is an element of the set A, right? It would fulfill the condition one. So therefore, I include one inside. Okay, so does 2, so does 3. Because 1, 2, and 3 are found inside A. They fulfill the first condition. Must they also fulfill the second condition? No, because it's an or. As long as they fulfill at least one of the conditions, then that's fine. Okay, now then I move on to the elements of B. 3, we have 1, 2, 3 already, right? Then 4 and 5. Okay, these are elements that are found in B. They fulfill the second condition, so I also add them in. Okay, so union basically translates to an or, and as long as one of the conditions is met, you don't have to fulfill both conditions, it will be a member of that set. You okay, Banana? You understand what is how we go about doing these union questions? Okay, now let me show you the difference. In contrast, the intersection, right? When I'm looking at A intersect B, now A means inside A still. So that's the first condition, it must be inside A. Whereas, okay, the difference now is that we now have an intersection instead of a union. Intersection translates to an and. Okay, whereas B means inside B. Okay, so this is your second condition. Now, if just now or, right, means that I can fulfill one of the conditions there, I'll be accepted into the set. When it comes to an and, it's a bit different. Okay, you must fulfill both conditions. It must fulfill condition number 1 and it must fulfill condition number 2. In other words, you got to fulfill both conditions. Okay, and if you look at the set that we have just now, A and B, right? What are the elements that are inside of A and inside of B the same time? Okay, we're looking at common elements, 2 and 3. These are the common elements. These are elements that are found inside A and they are also found inside B. Yeah, we cannot include 1, 4, and 5 because they are not found in both sets. They only fulfill one of the conditions, which is not enough. The prerequisite to fulfill this condition N is that they must fulfill both conditions. Okay, so for this particular set here, maybe let's use purple. We are looking at just the 2 elements there, 2 and 3. You got it, Banana? Super weird to call you Banana. Can? Okay, thank you. Yeah, all right, I hope I clarified with you. Gerald Z, are you still there? Gerald, is it? Tree diagram is probability. Yeah, tree diagram is on probability. Yeah, it's not in under set notation though. Gerald, are you still there? Okay, oh, tree diagram, sure. Okay, now tree diagram, let me give you a scenario. What would be a good scenario to do on tree diagram? Okay, maybe we will look into the previous live stream. We were looking at okay. This was actually taken from the previous live stream. Since you're looking at tree diagram, right? Let's look at one with a tree diagram. Okay, so let's take a look at question 9. Okay, we have 2 teams there, Bravo and Delta. they are taking part in the badminton finals. In badminton, there's no draw, right? So it's either a win or a loss. The competition ends when a team wins 2 out of 3 games. So the moment you win 2 games, right, it stops lah. Okay, so the probability of Bravo winning a game is 5/8. Using a tree diagram, calculate the probability that Team Bravo wins the competition. Okay, now to do this, what we do is we are looking at 2 games, right? So in the first game, okay, so let me just zoom into the first game. We have 2 possibilities. It's either Bravo wins or Delta wins. And since the probability of Bravo winning is 5/8, this means that the probability of Delta winning is 3/8. You got it so far, Banana? You never listen in class. A very typical student, right? You. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so this is the first branch. Okay, this is the first match. Now, what happens in the second match is that, okay, there's 2 outcomes. From, let's say we are looking at the first branch, right, where you have a second match. So if let's say Bravo wins the first match, then there's also in the next game, there's a possibility that Bravo wins the second game, or there's a possibility that Delta wins a second game. Okay, and the probability here doesn't change, because when you're talking about sports, right, games, the probability don't change. It's not like with replacement and without. It's not like the without replacement questions, because when it comes to games, sports, they normally the one game doesn't change the probability. Okay, they will be looking at your historical data. You've been like maybe over 2 or 3 years, that kind of thing. All right, so the one game doesn't change the probability, so we just assume that it's the same. All right, and again, if you look at there's from the bottom, you also branch out, because first game Delta wins, there's a possibility that Bravo might win the second game, or Delta wins the second game. Okay, now this is what happens when we play the third game. Okay, now you realize that I didn't branch out from the first B, because in this case you got 2 Bravo wins already. Okay, whereas for the next 2, right, these 2 Delta wins. Okay, so the moment Bravo wins already, there's no point playing a third game, because we're playing the game for nothing lah, because Bravo already wins. Okay, 2 games Delta win means Delta win already. Okay, no need to play the third game. All right, and this is how the tree diagram will actually look like. So in the question here, they want you to find the probability that Team Bravo wins the competition. Okay, I highlighted those ones that Bravo wins, right? I actually highlighted in pink. So if you look at the first one, so the first one, maybe let me just highlight it one more time. Okay, this is the one where Bravo wins. Okay, I'm looking at this one. Okay, so there's this possibility, right? Bravo wins the first game and Bravo wins the second game. This means that Bravo wins the competition. Okay, there's also this probability whereby Bravo wins first, Delta wins second, then Bravo wins third. This one is also another favorable case here, because you want Bravo to win. 2 wins will decide that Bravo wins. Okay, and the last one would be Delta wins first, but Bravo wins the next 2 games. Yeah. So when you want to find the outcome of these 3 cases, right, 1, 2, and 3, what we do is we will find the first one first. So this one is Bravo win first game and Bravo win second game. So notice that I multiply 5/8 with 5/8, because Bravo win and Bravo win. Okay, or translates to a plus. Then now this is a multiplication of Bravo win, Delta win, and then Bravo win again. Okay, and finally the last one is when we have Delta win and Bravo win and Bravo win. So we multiply the 3 probabilities there. Okay, so this will give you the final answer. These are the 3 cases where Bravo can win. So we add them all up to give you a probability of 175/256. Yeah, Panda Power is right, Banana. It's I think you should join us. Okay? Yeah, so where do you stay, Banana? Clementi. Okay, the nearest one for you would be Jurong East. Okay, our nearest center is Jurong East, but we also conduct hybrid lessons. So as we are conducting the physical lessons, right, we do also have online students in class. So it's all of our classes are hybrid, and all our lessons are recorded. So yeah, if let's say you're our student and you want to do a recap on what was taught like 2-3 months ago, you can simply just go to the recording and you'll be able to access that lesson of the video of the lesson. Okay. Next. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, for your support and for your viewership. I hope you guys have learned a thing or two. Banana, I hope you'll be joining us. I'm Coach Hakim, by the way. If you go into the website, you'll see the classes with my name lah. Okay, so yeah, so I really suggest that it's an important year. So yeah, so if you want, just go for the trial session. Okay, maybe I bring you to that page again now. Yeah, sorry, this is the so do consider our lessons. We also have virtual lessons. All right, and yeah, if you are okay, bye bye Panda Pao. Yeah, if you are interested, you can sign up for our classes. Okay. All right, so I'll be signing off here. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for your support and yeah, for your viewership. Thank you so much. I hope you guys learned something. Okay, bye bye. Bye, Banana. You're welcome. Bye bye.